we're back on top of the world, episode 2.
Second one. That's the sequel to the first one. Second one.
So, do you feel the sequels are often worse than the first ones or better? Like, how do you feel?
I mean, it depends. I don't like most people think that the sequels are usually worse. I think it changes. Depends on the movie.
Yeah, I think there are rules that, like anything should follow, or the stakes have to be higher, and stuff like that. I can't remember every damn video essay I've ever seen.
Watch on damn video essays. Also, I'm Justin. Hi.
Joshua Hadley, co-chair of the Green Party of Alaska, co-host of The Top of the World.
I do gopher stuff. You are a friend of animals. You are an animal. Moose. I'm a gopher. We're just animals.
So, alright.
A lot of fur.
We're part of the online lift, right?
Part of the what?
The online lift.
What is that?
Oh, like, I guess we wouldn't be liberals, like, we'd be progressives.
Oh, you say online left?
Yeah.
Okay, they said online lift, and I'm like an Uber?
Well, you don't lift people up online? You lift people up online with your videos in this podcast.
Oh, man, I guess you. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be an online lifter? You lift up everyone's day.
So I guess it would be online left. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what exactly I would be classified as politically, but it would definitely be left. That much.
How do we not know you're just not a secret fascist or something, or a tanky?
Well, I mean, you don't. That's the trick. You don't know. Nobody knows. For all you know, I could be Donald Trump.
I thought you were Ted Cruz's son or something.
I could also be that. I could have been chilling in Cancun last year. Not shitting in a fucking pitch black bathroom. My fucking poop icicles coming out.
I was gonna ask about the Vaush thing, but you probably didn't pay any attention.
I don't really watch any Vaush stuff. I've seen it very little, but not much. What's the Vaush thing?
Oh, there's just some stupid drama between the online left and I guess Tankies.
Ah, okay. What's the issue?
Well, all right. So what I don't understand about Tankies, communism really is that I thought the idea was to democratize the workplace. All the workers control it instead of just some idiot at the top.
Okay. That not the case?
Well, I guess. I mean, I would hope so. At least they do that part. But what's the point when the government in control? That there is even a government in control. Like, why? What's the point if you democratize the workplace? Then we're gonna say, oh, we're gonna have this totalitarian government instead of a democracy where the people control it as well. I mean, I think that kind of negates the whole idea, really. Like, what power do the workers really have to change things?
Yeah, so it's like, give workers all the power, but then actually the politicians have power over the workers, but you want to give the workers power.
Yeah, I mean, what choice do they get to have in what they decide to make? Like, is it all mandated? I mean, is that really communism?
What? Yeah. What exactly? What did Vaush get involved with here? With this?
Oh, so they're saying he's a pedophile. Which?
Oh yeah, I've heard people for a while now, because
I've never seen any proof that he is. Like,
I think I don't remember the exact situation, but it was like it started because he said like something about other people also being bad and not just pedophiles. Like, that was basically the whole thing. Like, people thought he was defending pedophiles by saying other people could be bad as well, or something of that nature.
I haven't seen everything. What I like, the thing I saw was he was arguing with this guy, non-compete. Yeah, this idiot non-compete. I watched the whole debate, and I guess he just doesn't have any kind of ethical system because he was unable to say why the Holocaust was bad.
Does he think that the Holocaust was bad?
He thinks it, but he can't. He can't explain why. His whole, like,
He couldn't come up with an answer as simple as dying, people dying, people being killed, all these Jews being killed. Like he didn't even come up with that.
No. You see, the thing is like, he when you have his ethic system is we have to, you can't just kill people unless there's a good reason, and that's stupid because you make up the good reason and the not so.
Yeah, in the mind
Nazis, if the Nazis believe the Jews are, they're so deluded that the Jews are the cause of all their problems.
Yeah, like in Hitler's eyes, it was
delusions justifies it.
Yeah.
Like, how do you argue against that? Like, the thing is, you have to say what you're doing is just wrong. You can't let them open up to where they can justify what they're doing.
Yeah. Hitler, right? In his eyes, is like, I'm Jews ain't good.
Hitler's I think. Do you think Hitler was smart enough? He knew he was scapegoating, or do you think he was also drinking the Kool-Aid?
From what I understand, Hitler was a very smart guy. Not a good guy, but a very smart guy. So, he probably knew.
He probably knew better. I think wasn't he part Jewish or something? I can't remember everything about Hitler, and I do not care to.
I don't remember most things about anything really.
I don't know. You remember Jeff Hardy being screwed by a referee?
That was bullshit. Okay, that's why I remember it, because it was bullshit.
I'll tell you what else is bullshit. I did it again, Gopher. I did it again.
What'd you do? Did you do something to Britney Spears again?
I bought a TNA pay-per-view.
I started talking about that.
I keep doing this to myself.
Based on
TNA does.
Based on what I saw you saying, you weren't happy about the decision.
There was good wrestling on this promotion. Is cursed. This promotion's cursed. There was good wrestling, but the production was so bad. Like, this is like a Ring of Honor on Go Fight Live level of bad production, where the audio was always changing. Like, it goes from good to bad to good to bad. And at one point during the last match I saw almost half of the show. The last match I was watching, Josh Alexander versus Bronson Reed, or whatever the heck his name is. They're telling a story in the ring, and for a couple seconds, I mean, I couldn't handle this anymore. For a couple seconds, it goes to the test color pattern. That you might get, what you used to get sometimes on cable, or what you sometimes see on your computer if you boot it up. The test color pattern that was on the screen for a couple seconds. I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah.
What's sad, and I say this is cursed. TNA is cursed because they're actually doing a good show, and the production's terrible. Like, you can't be selling internet pay-per-views and have that happen on your show. That's BS.
Yeah. What did you enjoy about the show? Like, you say the wrestling was good. Was there anything specific that you really enjoyed?
The Ring of Honor they had a Ring of Honor World Title match. Jonathan Gresham versus Chris Sabin. Really good match. And Ian Riccaboni was on commentary. I don't like Todd Phillips. This might be the second time I ever heard him on commentary. Didn't like him at all. But Ian Riccaboni came on. D'Lo Brown did a good job. It was a fantastic match. They gave him time. They told a story, and the fans loved that match the most. I'll be fair. Out of the four I've seen,
Yeah. You said, who did you say? Todd Phillips?
Is Tom Phillips? Is that his name?
Tom Phillips, the one who used to be in NXT, the one who sent that text about face fucking someone on a plane or something like that.
What? Probably. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with that.
Well, he was married at the time.
Well, he could be in an open relationship, or maybe he wants to get out. And there's no, there's no better way out than like, all right, here we go.
I just know that after it happened, like there was big controversy over it, and then this was back
as there should be.
This was when he was commentating NXT with Corey Graves, and like the episode of NXT that happened after that, you just hear Corey. He made some joke that was like a reference to it, like a very coy reference to it, and then
so it wasn't hey, back from the Mile High Club.
No. And then like suddenly they both go very quiet, but then you could see when like the camera turns a little bit, you can see both of them in the background with their mics muted, just fucking laughing. Also, apparently his iPad password was 6969, which
perfect.
Yeah, that's good. Good choice.
Yeah.
One of the best Ninja Sex Party songs.
Mm. So the first match was, I guess, I don't know. I've heard it wasn't, and I've heard it was the first ever Women's Ultimate X, and it was.
Oh, wow.
This match was everything I hate about multi-person matches. A lot of time it was two people wrestling each other while everyone else is selling. Like a match like this, even,
like that's just
any
that's just a singles match with other people occasionally like switching places.
It's really annoying, and it wouldn't be so frustrating if it didn't happen all the time.
Yeah, that's like the default way to do a multi-man match for some reason.
When a match like even like especially like this, shouldn't it look like a battle royale kind of?
Yeah,
where everyone's
people just doing shit all over the place, all chaotic and everything.
I'll say this: there was two really good spots that I remember. Lady Frost did a crazy moonsault off the thing that you climb up to grab the X. She did that was really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and the finish was cool where Tara steals and the other girl, I can't remember her name, teamed with Scott Steiner at King of Trios. Some of her power stuff was.
Someone teamed with Scott Steiner at King of Trios. He was in King of Trios?
Yeah.
Huh.
You remember?
Oh yes, I remember this thing. Apparently, that this fucking Scott Steiner out here at fucking King of Trios. Let me see the card here for Hard to Kill. So it was Tasha Steelz. She won the match. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Alicia Edwards. There was Lady Frost, as you mentioned. Rosemary. Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace.
And Chelsea Green. Jordan Grace was an E-Feder.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. I don't know her. I never knew her personally, but that's like one of the most well-known things about her is that she used to E-Fed.
She's probably the gladiator next WA.
But yeah, so that's those Tasha Steelz, Alicia Edwards, Chelsea Green, who I like, Jordan Grace, Lady Frost, and Rosemary. Okay, and you said,
one other thing, I got so annoyed at the entrances. Like every woman did an entrance, and it was 7 minutes before there was any action on the pay-per-view. Man, it almost like makes me like if I ever like I fantasy booked something in my head and I thought, man, like no one's ever gonna get like a crazy entrance. Let's go into the ring like it's a boxing match.
So
damn, it's like.
So you said the last match that you saw was Josh Alexander versus Jonah.
Yeah, Bronson Reed or whatever his name was.
So you missed out on, let's see, a 10-man hardcore war, whatever that is.
I don't care. I don't care. Like,
I'm just saying what the matches were that happened.
Yeah. I'm just saying. It was. I'd like to see Moose.
Yeah. It was
even though he's wrestling Zack Snyder and whoever else.
Snyder.
Not Snyder.
Ryder.
Zack Ryder. Yeah. I'm sorry. Well, no one cares about Zack Ryder, so Snyder's at least a bigger name. It'd probably be a bigger match.
The 10-man was Eddie Edwards, Rich Swann, Willie Mack, Heath Slater, and Rhino, taking on Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson, Eric Young, Diener, and Joe Doring. I thought Rhino was with Violent by Design, but apparently he's not anymore. He's on another team. I guess maybe that happened when Heath Slater showed up. I don't know. Moose faced Matt Cardona, which is Zack Ryder, and apparently fucking Big Cass as William Morrissey.
That was Big Cass?
That's Big Cass, apparently.
What is that name?
W. Morrissey. That was for the world title. And then the main event was actually the Knockouts match, which was a Texas death match between Mickie James and Deonna Purrazzo.
And Mickie James was she's going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, people were mentioning that because WWE actually acknowledged that she's Impact's knockout champion right now.
Yeah, I guess they wanted Mickie James so bad. Or maybe as a sorry about the whole situation where
the
they
bag. They
fired
shoved
her.
her stuff in the bag. Yeah. You would think like she would have been like a surprise entrant though, because that's like their whole big thing with the Royal Rumble is surprise entrants.
No, I don't think they could have. I mean, she must be under a deal with TNA or something. It's TNA, so why would you be in a deal with them? But she must have some kind of thing where, just like when they brought in Ric Flair to be at the Hall of Fame, TNA got Christian Cage. I mean, TNA got a nice little thing out of that.
Mm. Apparently, the Ring of Honor World Title match was actually the second shortest match out of all the ones on the main card.
And you know what? With the time they had, they did fantastic.
Yeah, it's 12 minutes, 40 seconds. The shortest was the Ultimate X match, which was 9 minutes. There was
it felt a lot longer.
And then there was the other one that you should have seen: Trey Miguel versus Steve Macklin for the X Division title.
That was good. Steve Mack was his slave name?
Oh, that's ACH? Or no, this is not ACH.
No. Steve Cutler. Like, you ever seen
Steve
him?
Cutler, okay. Yeah. I thought, because you said slave name, I thought you were talking about Jordan Miles.
Well, when I say slave name, I mean, what was their WWE name? I remember I caught Brandon off when we were talking about WrestleMania that one time when it was Bianca Belair, and I thought, all right, so that has to be her slave name. What's her real name? And he doesn't know what I was talking about, and I was just asking, all right, what was her name on the Indies? Come on. And it turns out she wasn't never on the Indies.
Yeah, Steve Cutler. So that was his name in WWE. Steve Macklin here. Now he's a Macklin. They had a couple pre-show matches, including Jake something. His name is Jake. So that's not me, like, not understanding how to pronounce his last name. His last name is actually something.
That's Cousin Jake.
Cousin Jake.
Cody Diener's cousin Jake.
Under his ring names in Wikipedia, it has Cousin Jake as one of them. He was apparently booked as Jake something at the pay-per-view. Which is
I don't know why they do this.
And then there's he was facing Madman Fulton.
That
Sawyer Fulton in NXT apparently. Part of Sanity. Okay, that guy. And then the other one was Mike Bailey in a 4-way against Ace Austin, Chris Bay, and Laredo Kid. Laredo, how it's pronounced.
I think it's Laredo Kid. Wrestled Kenny Omega in the Triple Mania main event.
Hey, and look at that.
And now he's on the fucking pre-show of a TNA show on Hall of the Mighty of Fallen.
Lost to Mike Bailey. Mike Bailey won that one.
That's incredible. You go from doing that in Mexico to being on a TNA pre-show.
And losing. Don't forget losing. So that was hard to kill.
Did you watch Battle of the Belts? I just haven't had time.
Battle of the
and I don't really care about the card, but it's an hour, so I'll watch it.
Oh, is that the AEW show?
Yeah.
Was that?
No, I know they stole the name from Championship Wrestling from Florida, but come on, Snoopy, that was over 30 years ago.
So that was okay. That was last week's show. Okay, not the one that just happened.
It was a special with Rio and Britt Baker and your favorite Sammy versus Dustin.
Sammy, I think we both saw Sammy live, right? When you came to visit, I think he was at VIP Wrestling.
I think so.
He's been at VIP.
I know
a
Brian
bunch of
Cage
times.
was there.
Yeah, he was. I knew him from VIP wrestling. So it was him and Ricky Starks, who is also in AEW now and also wrestled on this show for the FTW Championship.
Who did he wrestle again?
Matt Seidel.
That would have been a good match.
Yeah. And Britt Baker and Rio. That's, good stuff there. I do enjoy Sammy and Ricky.
Since we're talking about the show, Rio was on the card. Did you see Kenny Omega's Twitter thing?
The thing where, he was, talking about how excited he was for it and people were shitting violently on him?
Yeah, and, I'll just say this. Well, no, I'll say more, but I'll say whatever.
You're gonna say words.
I can't even get. I'll say words. Here's my words here on this. You can't, and you shouldn't interact with every idiot on Twitter. Dude, and someone said this better. Just look at the way John Cena handles hate. That's probably how you should do it. I've been called a psychopath by libertarians on Twitter when they're debating politics. And, when I'm talking to people, there's points where I say, okay, this person's stupid. I don't respect their opinion. So, and if I'm not having fun dunking on them, I'm just ending the conversation. It doesn't continue on. What's he do? What's he doing? I think someone was right. He was doing with his comments what the other guy was insinuating. People were trying to insinuate that he was grooming Rio, which I think absolutely didn't happen. I don't agree that he is wrestling a 9-year-old girl in this parody promotion DDT, but yeah, I don't think he was having sex with her. I think that's wrong to say.
Well, grooming isn't when you have sex with them as a child.
Oh, okay,
but I don't think he was grooming her either, though.
Or explain what grooming is, because
grooming.
I just said I have the wrong interpretation of what they're saying, so you need to.
Grooming basically means when you get close to somebody as a kid, when they're underage, in hopes of having sex with them when they become legal age.
Oh, so what the Republican guy in Alabama did with his wife?
Probably, yes.
Well, he met her when he was 16, and she ended up becoming his wife.
Yeah. So yeah, but I don't think that's the case with Kenny.
Yeah, I don't think Kenny did that.
Yeah. So, but so what exactly is going on with this Twitter? Because I didn't see anything about that in this Twitter thread. I was seeing people shitting on the women's division and him calling that out. What all happened here?
Yeah, so someone insinuating that he was screwing her. Another guy saying he's so weird, and then so Kenny goes on, and he decides to go down to their level and says, "Oh, what are you doing in your profile picture?" The guy is holding his daughter. Do you have to pretend the guy is molesting his daughter on his profile picture? What are you doing, Kenny?
Yeah, stuff like that. I think you just gotta ignore. Similar with another thing that I think we were supposed to bring up, the Tony Khan Big Swole situation.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
I do want to start off by saying that I don't think there's any problem with representation in AEW, but I didn't fully see what exactly Big Swole said, so I'm not saying anything about Big Swole. But the one thing that I thought was stupid about the whole situation was Tony Khan basically shitting on her as a wrestler publicly in response to it. I think he should have just not said anything, or at the very least left out the part about we fired her because she's a bad wrestler, because that could affect any chance she has of getting signed elsewhere if the fucking owner of this company, of a big company, says she's not a good wrestler. I think he should have just not done that.
I completely agree, but for a different reason. Does Vince McMahon engage with personal abuse on Twitter? You never see that.
Yeah, it was unprofessional. Yeah,
it's unprofessional. Big Swole was the worst wrestler in AEW.
I wouldn't say that.
You know,
I would say she wasn't very good, but I would not say the worst.
Who's the worst? Is it Matt Hardy? I mean, I think that's an acceptable answer.
I'm not sure. I honestly think she's better than Jade Cargill.
There's too many. Oh, you know, yeah, that's probably true. But to be fair to Jade, it's sad that like these wrestlers are having their first matches on national television. Like you really need to go to the flea market where there's 300 people and like where you could like mess up and it doesn't mean anything. Like being an actor, being on a high school play, I guess.
My high school didn't even have plays or sports. It was barely a high school.
My high school had sports and plays. What the hell?
Yeah,
where did you go to school?
It was an alternative learning center, so you know, the closest we had to sports was just like gym class where we could play basketball and such. There was no actual like organized team sports, no fucking plays, no balls, none of that shit. We just went to school, left. Yeah.
All right, so let's get into that school. So, was that the one where you got, or is that the school you went to because you got kicked out of the other school?
Yes, that is the one I went to afterwards. They did for the first couple years I was there. Like most of the classrooms had a fucking game console for some reason, so that was fun. It was like once.
Wait, like what kind of consoles? Like a Nintendo?
Older
64?
Ones, yeah, like Nintendo 64. Yes. Stuff like that. One of them had an original Xbox, which wasn't too old at that time. But most of them were like Nintendo 64.
Why did they have consoles in the school?
Because they didn't fucking care about people actually learning anything. So they're just like, alright, fucking just do your work, and when you're done, play some shit.
Like, what? Did you play any games there?
Yeah. Play like fucking Mario Kart. With the Xbox, there was Halo. You know, stuff of that nature. Just multiplayer games.
The teacher should have just been evil and try to implement learning into the games or something. Alright, 2-on-2. Whoever loses has to do homework.
Games. That school was a time. So the last year that I went there, I stopped going like a couple weeks before the school year ended because I was sick. And apparently, during those last couple weeks, somebody tried to bring a gun to the school and shoot everyone.
Why did they fail?
Because they were... During the last like year or two that I was there, they started searching everybody when they went into the school. Like patting them down and fucking going through, what was it called? The metal detector. And apparently...
You had a metal detector in your school?
This dude tried to fucking bring a gun into school and like, they found it right there because of course they would find it right there. So yeah.
Well, shoot, you should have gone. That would have been exciting.
Yeah, you know. Apparently he killed his grandfather. So, you know, fun stuff.
Terrible. I can't believe you would do something like that.
Do you say you?
No, well, I don't know. You probably would have if you had the chance. Like, all right, Grandpa, get on the scaffold. we're gonna do some YouTube wrestling.
YouTube wrestling. I don't have any grandparents. Okay, so I'll have you know that. Even if I wanted to kill any of them, they're all dead. So I can't do it. I don't have any fucking bring them back to life machines. Can't Frankenstein the situation.
Why don't you try?
I don't know science.
Well, you're never gonna know unless you try.
That is true. Do you know any dead people I could try to bring back to life? They have to be like freshly dead, you know. The body can't be all decayed and whatnot.
Why don't you just wait at the cemetery until someone gets buried? I mean, you're in Texas and there's a pandemic. It can't be too long now. It's every like 45 seconds someone dies. You just have to wait at the cemetery or the hospital.
Yeah, you know, that's a good point. I can do that. I can try to bring somebody back. And then they can die from COVID a second time.
You know, we went from talking about Rio Kenny Omega to you trying to Sneak over at the hospital to get dead people. How did we get here?
You know, we have a lot of structure here on Top of the World. A lot of structure to this.
Actually, believe it or not, this was all scripted beforehand.
Yes, this whole thing is scripted. We have professional Hollywood writers preparing this. I think it was Christopher Nolan had a part in this. You know?
Well, yeah. And he wanted to do it for free. We tried to pay him, and he said, "No, dude, this is my passion."
Yeah. So we're gonna be getting an Oscar, probably. I would say most likely for this. I don't. Do they give Oscars for podcasts? Probably not. But we get something.
They're gonna make one for us, just because it's so good.
Yeah. Thank you, Christopher Nolan, for making our podcast so good that it makes a new Academy Award.
Absolutely, and well, all right. So now that we're in a transition stage in the podcast, let's talk about what's been happening on Gopher and Tuk. What you've been streaming, what's coming up, and what you give you streaming.
Well, we've been streaming recently, as you witnessed the other day, Tetris Effect Connected. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's do a little 3-player co-op action against the computer. The first stream, it was me, TJ, and Brandon teaming up. The second stream, Brandon was out there. It was gonna be me and Muffin Man, Muffin Man. But then apparently his mom took his Xbox in the middle of the thing. So
good,
yeah,
good. That'll teach him a lesson.
Yeah. But then TJ came in, and we got somebody named Megs Gaming came in, and we did pretty well. And then I tried the fucking mode where it's like an endless mode where I just have to clear 420 lines, and that took like an hour and 20 minutes or something ridiculous. So yeah, but it's fun. We're probably gonna continue streaming that.
That was ridiculous because it shouldn't have took that long.
Yeah, well, as far as YouTube goes, we just finished recording Pokemon, which means this Sunday, the day after this podcast goes up, will be the first recording session for Shenmue 3.
I can't wait.
No.
I can't wait.
Yeah, so.
This might be the best Gopher and Tuk series of all time.
That's what's coming up on Gopher and Tuk. And there's no guarantee on this yet, but there may be, possibly, a new Tuk of Variety Hour coming out soon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The people gotta watch that.
Yeah, it'll be up on the YouTube. Fucking, I don't know what it's gonna be about. Probably commercials. That's like the main shtick there, but it'll be something.
Well, now that we're this whole podcast is about you and everything's about you. We also got, because you're so great, we get a lot of fan letters.
I have heard.
I got a few.
You told me a week ago that we had a whole bunch of fan letters.
All right, so first question, from Mummy McMahon in Connecticut. Gopher, is there any truth to the rumor that you dropped Giggity from Giggity Gopher because Vince McMahon doesn't want non-stars to have first names? And you thought it would help you get a main roster job? I love the first podcast. Keep up the good work.
First of all, thank you. Mummy? You say his name was Mummy?
Mummy McMahon.
Mummy McMahon? Okay. Thank you for the support. And to answer your question, yes, I did drop the name because I think that'll give me a better chance of getting a job in the main roster of WWE. So far, it has not worked out. It's been over 3 years now, and I'm still not employed by WWE. But fingers crossed. And hopefully one day I will be signed and then probably released a month later.
Absolutely. I've been making some memes, and I made one where this old lady was offering a rabbit.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
And so the meme was like WWE offering a contract. The bunny was the pro wrestler, and I had the knife saying, WWE wishing them the best in their future endeavors.
What's the next question we got here?
From Muffin Man?
Oh, is it the Muffin Man?
I don't know. It could be any Muffin Man, really.
Do you have a location where he's from?
He didn't say.
Oh, damn, okay. Muffin Man
So-
from somewhere. What do you got?
Gopher, I consent to everything, so it'll be okay. I don't know. It must be referencing something that you guys talked about.
I don't feel safe. Go to the next question, please.
From Abdel in Egypt.
Again?
Abdel is my real name. POS. That was it.
There's not even a question for that one? Wow.
That was more of a comment. Yeah.
You know what, Abdul? I don't think that's your real name. I think you're lying about that, and I think the only way that you could prove to me that that's your real name is if you send me a birth certificate.
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
The only way.
The only...
Until then, Abdul, or if that is your real name, I'm gonna call you fucking, Jack. 'Cause that's a real name. People have the name Jack. You're Jack from now on, Abdul. Jack. From Egypt.
Alright, so let's jump back on pro wrestling. Did you see the... So, you actually showed me this, the MLW suing WWE.
Yes, MLW is suing WWE. I don't remember the exact details, but they're suing. Which, hey, WWE's getting sued. I'll take it. Take the W.
Yeah, I'll take it too. I'm fine with it. And if Vince WWE actually did call Vice and tell him not to put the programming on, something should be done about that. And I've seen other people complain about MLW not paying talent. As far as I'm concerned, that just makes this a heel versus heel program, And every wrestling promotion, except maybe, AEW just started. Every wrestling promotion has screwed some kind of wrestler. I think Lance Storm joked, like, you're not really a wrestling promoter unless you don't, like, you screw someone on the payment or something.
The old Paul Heyman method. Yeah, so
he really was infamous for that.
So there's an article here about WWE sued for interfering with rivals wrestler in TV contracts. So apparently it was for interfering with its access to media markets and wrestling talent. That's what the lawsuit is over.
I'm just wondering, like, why does WWE care that MLW's on Vice? Like, what money does that...
How are you going to have less money from that happening?
I mean, not even just for WWE, like, it is exposure for MLW, but, like, how big of an exposure? It's not like they're even going to be doing Ring of Honor numbers on Vice.
It's not... It's just them trying to squish the smaller company for the sake of squishing the smaller company.
Absolutely, which is, MLW can be wrong in doing some things, but they could be right in other ways. It's not like this is a black and white world.
There's gray.
Yeah. What do they think? This is everything's just a movie from 100 years ago, and there's no color in this.
Speaking of MLW, they're going to be here during WrestleMania week next year. Well, this year actually, because I forgot we're in 2022 now. In late March, there's going to be an MLW TV taping during WrestleMania week, as well as the return of Ring of Honor.
Oh man, the question is, who is MLW gonna screw on money that show?
Let me see who's confirmed for it so far. I know Jacob Fatu is confirmed for it.
Maybe he's gotta be paid. He's the champion.
Yeah.
Well, no, he was the former champion. You gotta pay the main event guys.
Let's see. MLW March, Dallas, Texas. TV. It's on March 31st. Let's see who they got announced here. Where's the read more on Facebook? Sure. Fusion TV. Here we go. Click the more. Oh, nope. There we go. It's loading. Let's see. It presents a live Fusion TV taping featuring top ranked world. Okay, it's not even saying anybody there. I saw some of the wrestlers somewhere, but I don't remember where.
I don't know if you want to like advertise like someone that people gotta see and they end up getting COVID or something. So it makes sense. Like, I know the card's always subject to change, but like
here it is.
Even building a match is hard. Like, like WWE, they got screwed over, or I guess fans should probably upset that Roman Reigns didn't make the day one show.
Mm. They don't have any matches listed, but they have a couple of wrestlers listed, and it's Jacob Fatu and Contra Unit, Alex Hammerstone, Myron Reed, Calvin Tankman, Alicia Atout, and that's who they got so far listed.
I like those wrestlers.
Maybe they'll screw Calvin Tankman over.
It's just, alright, Calvin, we've been pushing you. You've been squishing jobbers. It's time. You become a real pro wrestler, and we screw you on a paycheck.
I don't remember what is announced for the. I don't think anything's been announced for the Ring of Honor show, but it is going to be the return of Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I don't think they would have anything announced yet.
But Supercard of Honor, April 1st. Hopefully, it's on a Fool's Day thing. Oh
no!
But yeah, that's the big return. Some people thought it wasn't even coming back, even though they said that they were going to be coming back.
I mean, Sinclair's got the money. It's just, unfortunately, Ring of Honor, unlike WWE, were faithful or were loyal to their wrestlers, and unfortunately, that really destroyed the. Well, we're here right now where we're at with Ring of Honor because they paid everyone throughout the pandemic.
What Ian thinks that they could possibly be doing a title unification match for the world title, and I would like to see that if that's what ends up happening. It would be what the hell is the Jonathan Gresham and Bandito.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
That would be, yeah. So, could be, if that happens, I would like to see that. I'd like to see that.
I'd like to see that too. Alright, it's time to get into the worst thing in the world, video games.
Okay, the worst thing in the world, apparently, okay.
Well, the industry's just gonna destroy itself. We're gonna have something like the 1983 crash again. I mean, how many companies are announcing they're getting into NFTs? They're doing cryptocurrency. For GameStop, at least it makes sense because they're only the price of their stocks are so hot. Inflated because of the crypto bros, or not even the crypto bros, the Wall Street bets people. I don't even know what to call
them. Apparently, China is creating a fucking its own NFT industry based on state-backed blockchain network. It's just everywhere now.
And apparently, some girl is taking her farts and selling them as NFTs. And you could, I guess, how it works is if you got the NFT. You could actually go up to her. She'll have a jar and she'll fart it in it for you, and you get it.
Why?
This is worse than when guys were getting sick drinking Gamer Girl bathwater.
Nah, it's weird,
I mean, what value does any of this have? Especially when did we even say the fake? Talk about the fakes on NFTs? Not that the NFT themselves are fake. It's just some of these NFTs are stolen art, and some by artists that died.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had I'm looking at my wall. I got a photo of Ric Flair and El Generico, and they're both signed. I didn't get them signed, so as far as I know, those signatures could be fake. But if they are, I didn't get them to resell them. I wanted a picture of Ric Flair and El Generico on my wall.
Yeah.
So I got that. But if they're NFTs, what are they worth if it's actually fake?
Yeah, not a whole lot. I mean, people will still probably pay a bunch thinking it's real because people.
Maybe.
Fucking apparently Gap is selling NFTs now. I don't. Clothing store.
Everyone. All right, we need to we need to jump on this Gopher and Tuk NFTs. Gopher Tuk cryptocurrency, Tuk Bucks.
Yeah, when we already have Tuck Bucks on Twitch, keep that going. Make Tuck Bucks a real fake thing.
You know, I made a joke on Twitter where I'd say we're gonna steal Ian's art and we're gonna turn it into an NFT, and the crypto bros replied telling us for to promote it. Like,
yeah, we
had
had
the joke just went over their head, or they fine with the stealing part.
Yeah, there was 2 replies that were like, "Yo, we'll promote it here on this fucking web." Like, it's a bit, it's a joke. We're not doing it.
I imagine they didn't even read the tweet. It's just they got a thing automatically searching for.
Yeah,
I put hashtag NFT, so probably that.
Like, you literally said steal art in the fucking tweet.
They're probably fine with it.
Jesus.
I had an argument with a libertarian, with several libertarians one time on if something like Star Wars could be copyrighted, and they're saying, it's just made up, and like you can't like own it, which is I find ridiculous. So if you're making a story, what's the point of even like trying to profit off it or even publishing it? Like, what's the point if you don't get to make money off your labor?
Yeah, so they don't think that like fictional work should be.
That's what they argued. It should be. You make it; it's public domain. That's what they argued.
What? It's just what?
These are the people. When I said that's wrong, those are the people that called me a psychopath, because I
called
argued
you a psychopath for thinking that copyrights should be allowed for people's original work, which is what copywriting is for. So what? That's such a strange hill to die on.
Well, they'll die on strange hills.
Yeah.
They'll die on strange hills.
Fucking well. What? Is there anything good happening in video games right now? Anything not NFT?
I was playing. I think I already did. I talk about Cold Realize last week.
I don't think you
did. I probably didn't. I've been playing this visual novel, Cold Realize. Like, I enjoy these games. I'm not sorry for it.
Should you be sorry for enjoying visual novels?
You'd probably say so, but I've been playing. What? You probably tell me it's not WWE with all its glitches. Like, what the hell are you doing, dude?
You had me play a visual novel on the channel, and I liked it.
Yeah, I really I don't like I don't enjoy all visual novels, obviously, but I really enjoy the Cold Realize series. You're a girl, anything you touch gets melted, and so these guys have to. When you get into a romance with these guys, and they help you fix it. I thought about it. I think I'm playing the third game, Winter Tale Miracles. I think if you enjoy visual novels or games, these romance sims like this, like you can jump into any of the games and be able to enjoy them. But like, if you never played a visual novel, you should probably start with something like Roommates, where it's $2 or hopefully not $5, but I think it's $5 on the Xbox, where it takes you like maybe 3 hours to finish, and you can see if you do for a cheap price, see if you do like something like that.
I enjoyed was it Detroit Become Human? That was one we played that on Gopher Tuk. It was one of the first. I think it was technically the second, but we started it right when the channel became Gopher Tuk.
I remember that's a game I would have tried if I got a PlayStation 4 for sure. I'll probably be must play.
It was very, very entertaining game, and it was unlike I enjoy the Telltale games, but there's not really much in the form of like consequences in those. Like, nothing really changes the story. There's just like small things that get kind of different, but for the most part, it's pretty much the same story. With Detroit, it's like you could have a completely different game by the end, depending on what you do. So yeah, I thought it was very fun time.
Yeah, I think for the Telltale games, like I enjoyed those games, but it does take away from the replay value. Like, no matter what you do, you're gonna still be at a certain place, no matter what. And I feel like that's what some people hated about the ending for Mass Effect 3, where, and like even like especially before the DLC, they had that try to fix some of that, where no matter how you played the last two games, no matter how you played this game, like you get to a point to where you're gonna get three endings, or maybe four. That yeah, because there's like I guess a one joke one you could do, but like, no matter what you do in the games, like you're gonna get these three endings. And that's how it's gonna be. I think with some changes in the script that the actors read, I think a little maybe that, but I haven't looked into that.
That's the issue I have with. I think like these type of games work better as one-offs because when you have sequels and you have these branching paths, it's more difficult for the developers to like keep that branching going because then it becomes
Yeah,
like a whole bunch.
and I absolutely,
becomes
and
too many.
I always absolutely understand that. I liked the ending for Mass Effect 3, but I could totally get to where that it pisses people off. To where,
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the issue I have with games like Telltale. It's like I enjoy the story. I like getting through it, but it's just it makes it feel like there's actually choice, but then there isn't really. You know, like everything you do, there's like a fucking notification that pops up and like, oh, they'll remember that, but then like the character will fucking die automatically no matter what, like a fucking scene later. And
yeah, it was ridiculous. I did enjoy those games, but yeah, like I said, it diminishes the replay value, and it makes you wonder if you should recommend someone else playing that.
yeah. But that's why I love Detroit so much because that one, like, there's actual replay value. There's so many different ways you can go about it, and it actually changes.
And I felt like Telltale people were catching on, and they were doing too many licensed games where they had to, like, just for the project they had to put up a bunch of money for it. Like I think they lost money on the Guardians of the Galaxy game and maybe even the Game of Thrones game.
I forgot
Like,
they even made a fucking Guardians of the Galaxy one. Yeah, I completely forgot
yeah,
about that.
I completely forgot. And I was never like I don't feel any need to like play that either. Like,
I never played that one. I played the Walking Dead ones. Never played the final season, but I did play the Walking Dead ones. Other than that, and Michonne, or however her name's pronounced. But I played the Game of Thrones one, and what's the fucking Wolf Among Us?
yeah, Wolf Among Us. You know what I'll say? It's really lame now that the company is dead, and we played the Game of Thrones one in the Wolf Among Us, and we're not like they obviously sequel baited those endings, and there was no sequel to be baited for us.
They're back now.
Are they back?
Yeah, they actually just, I don't remember how long ago. It was recently. I think the Game Awards they announced they're doing an Expanse game like based on the show / book, The Expanse.
Well, what's Expanse? Explain it to me.
Well, during the Video Game Awards when they showed the trailer for it, I thought it was Star Wars, so that should basically tell you what it is. It's like a sci-fi novel series that has a TV show based on it. But so they're making a Telltale style game. I mean, they are Telltale. They're making a game for that.
So are they making all the same mistakes?
I don't know, but they are also working on The Wolf Among Us season 2. I think Game of Thrones was entirely abandoned, but they are supposedly still working on an actual sequel for The Wolf Among Us.
No, that's good.
Yeah, I think like something like after they originally closed down, like they stopped working on it, but then they got like they restarted it once they came back, but under like a different banner or something. I don't know. I just know it's being made.
Oh, you know, I mean, I've never heard of Expanse, and it really feels like it's cool they're making another Wolf Among Us game, but I just feel like Is this, like, are they just making the same mistakes that made the company bankrupt by doing more licensed games?
Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I hope that like they're using like a new engine or something now, because one of the issues that a lot of people had with the games was that like all the animations and everything were like the exact same in every game. It all felt very similar. I think the trailer they showed, it didn't show a whole lot, but I think it looked different enough. So hopefully it's not bad. But yeah, I don't really care too much about that because I never actually saw the show or read the books. But I do want The Wolf Among Us too. I do want that one.
So, what games have you been playing? Like, I know you talked about what you're streaming. I know. I mean, what else have you been playing?
Just in my free time. I got the PS5 version of Spider-Man, so I've been replaying that. What else? What else have I? I beat Sekiro recently. I mentioned that before. I did finally fucking beat that game. So I've defeated all of the main FromSoft Soulsborne-esque games ahead of Elden Ring coming out. Assassin's Creed. I got the newest Assassin's Creed. I got a few games on the PS5 that I've played a little bit of, but I still need to fully dig into, and Valhalla is one of them.
So is the Assassin's Creed game any good?
I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I'm having a good time with it. It's one of those games where I found like this part where you can play these mini games, and it's sort of like in The Witcher 3, you unlock Gwent at some point. It's kind of like that for me, where I've unlocked these like other little games, and now my focus is just going on them and not the actual game itself.
Like you're playing pool on Duke Nukem 64, like on Duke Nukem 3D.
Yeah. But it's I've been enjoying the game. I'm trying to think of what the other ones are. I got the Ghost of Tsushima PS5 update. That's one I gotta continue. And Spider-Man, I also got Miles Morales, but I'm saving that for Gopher and Tuk Christmas this year. And yeah, Pokemon's coming out soon. The new Legends Arceus game. So I'll be getting that in like a couple weeks. And as well as the PS5 upgrade for Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy. And then obviously Elden Ring's next month. Yeah, some games happening. What about you? What have you been playing?
Like I said, Code Realize. I also been playing the Atari Recharge series, not on the VCS like it should be. I mean, it's still not. Haven't gotten here. It's also on the Nintendo Switch.
What exactly is that?
So they took some of their old classic games like Asteroids, Missile Command, Centipede, Black Widow, and I think it's Black Widow. It's some kind of spider. I believe it's Black Widow, and they took these games, updated graphics, and they're really fantastic. Like, these games, they follow, the rule to be for great games or I suppose, like, they're easy to learn, hard to master, or I guess they're not even hard to master, which might be. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say not hard to master. There's strategy. There is like playing good, having good reflexes, being able to pay attention to every crazy thing. Like Black Widow's the best game, I feel, because there's strategy to your power ups, to what you get. You're having to have quick reactions and being able to pay attention to everything. Like in the middle of the game, you're a spider shooting these flies. It turns like Galaga, where these little guys come in and start shooting at you. It gets crazy, and it's a really fun game. I always enjoy Asteroids. Centipede's a great game. I haven't played the Missile Command one yet, but that's a game that I enjoyed, and this is an updated version of it, so I'm definitely gonna enjoy it.
Getting your old retro going there.
Well, you were too playing Tetris.
That is true. I've been playing Tetris on stream. There are some PS5 games as well that I want to get at some point that are already out. That maybe I'll stream, maybe I'll just play in my free time. I don't know, but Returnal is one. That one looks interesting. It's like, what the fuck's the term? I know there's a term for the genre of like where everything's different every time you play through it. Like procedurally generated or whatever.
There you go. You just said it.
Well, there's another term, but I don't remember exactly what the term was. But it's some fucking thing. But it's like you're on this fucking planet and you go around killing monsters and some shit, basic stuff like that. But like you get upgrades for your gun and your different weapons, and you find different shit, and you're trying to like get to the bosses. But then if you die, you start all the way at the beginning, but then it's different. But then, like, you might have certain things that you keep, like certain upgrades or whatever.
Oh, so it's roguelike?
It's a very interesting looking game and concept. So I wanted to try that out. And then Ratchet and Clank is Ratchet and Clank. You know, there's the newest one of those.
And obviously Bugsnax.
There is Bugsnax. I have access to Bugsnax because it was on PlayStation Plus. So I do have that. I haven't played it yet, but I do have it.
I figured that'd be the first game you play.
Well, you know, I mean, it's there. I could play it. They got bugs. They got snacks.
I know how much you enjoyed Octodad.
I did enjoy Octodad. I didn't think I would, but I did enjoy it. When are they coming out with Octodad? I guess technically 3, because Deadliest Catch was the sequel.
I don't know. What would they do in the sequel? That was the third game.
I don't know. Well, what did they do in the first game?
Kind of like, I believe, the chef is at your house trying to get you.
Maybe in the third game, fucking they fight the chef on Mars or something.
That's the only way.
Dude, zero gravity Octodad? You imagine those fucking controls?
Oh man. Like you start floating through a 0G space station, you're trying to grab onto things with your tentacles.
Oh god, and I just remember the fucking multiplayer shit that we played where it was like we were each controlling an arm and a leg, but they were like alternating ones. So, like it was left arm, right leg for you, and then right arm, left leg for me, or some such. Yeah, that was a situation. There's another game that's out that I would like to get at some point. I don't know how to pronounce Kena, Kena, Bridge of Spirits. It has like a very Disney kind of look to it with like the animation style, but it's apparently, based on what I've seen, got some Dark Souls-esque combat. So it's looks like it'd be up my alley. That one looks like something I will probably enjoy once I can get my hands on it. Fucking Bugsnax over there. I'm looking at like a list of PS5 games.
Oh, talking about games, this is gonna happen tomorrow by the time this airs, but we're doing a 10-minute rapid tournament between our friend, anyone on our Discord server, Club Kotzby, can play this. Obviously, you know, we can't advertise it here because it already happened, but winner gets $100, second place gets $50, and the winner also gets a trophy that I found on a website. And I'll have their name put on it.
And apparently last place gets a punch in the dick, so I'm worried about that one.
Why are you worried? I mean, you're probably a favorite to win.
I am not good at chess. See, the thing is, something you might not know about me, I'm not very smart.
I don't know. You said that and you're not very smart, so it has to be wrong.
You know, oh well, shit, you got me there.
Yeah, see, obviously,
I'm too stupid to be stupid.
Yeah, exactly. What's wrong with you?
Okay, well, shit, maybe I will win.
You know, I was on this guy's. I was watching this dude's stream. He's like level 2100 in Blitz or whatever. And we played a game, and I couldn't, because my computer was bugging out. I couldn't move anything at D1 and E1, so I couldn't touch my king and I couldn't castle. So I was playing like I should have been castling, and he must have saw that there was a problem, and he resigned the game. So like after I played Blitz, when I played Blitz after that, everyone figured I must have like cheated to win somehow. So they were wondering like, how am I cheating? Whenever I'm doing anything stupid, like they must have seen me blunder something. Like, is he doing a computer move or what the hell was that?
See, I understood none of that, so that tells you my experience with chess. I don't know what blitzing means. I don't know the other things. My strategy, essentially, is to do any random bullshit, but to do it with confidence, so that they think that I know what I'm doing. And so if they think that I know what I'm doing, then maybe they're like, okay, I don't know what he's going for here, but clearly he does. So maybe this is some ultra smart strategy that I don't even know about. That's my plan. I got to be too stupid for them to realize I'm being stupid.
I think like if someone knew their chess principles and saw what you're doing, and if you're if you do something that's unprincipled, they'd know you're doing that.
Well, then my plan is not going to work.
I don't know that whoever, maybe the person you play against will be unprincipled too.
Well, I mean, maybe for the first round, but you know, once we get to the end of the round, the final round, then obviously, if I made it that far, I'd be facing someone who knows what they're doing.
Here's the thing: I know you read books, and I bet you've read The Art of War, and what you're doing is you're trying to make everyone think you're gonna be a pushover. You're gonna use the strategy to win the tournament.
Why specifically did I need to read the Donald Trump book to
the
understand concept?
Not the Art of the Deal, the Art of War by Master Sun.
Okay, Master Sun.
Donald Trump can't write a book like that's ghostwritten.
Yeah, but the art of war, right? That's like a basic strategy. Just telling people you're not good at something so that they lower their guard and then you beat them.
Well, it comes from the Art of War. I mean, everything has to come from somewhere.
That's what started that. That's what came up with the strategy.
I mean, this was written like what? Was it 2,000 years ago? Like, was it more or less? Like, I can't remember what.
I thought you were talking about a fucking Donald Trump book, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, he is so old. It could have been if he could have written something back then if he knew how to write.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I mean, it's so sad when like Joe Biden gets so much shit for being old, and like Donald Trump's like a senior citizen too.
Yeah, like he's like a couple years
younger.
He
gets a pass because he does Adderall so much that you can tell.
Oh my god, that guy. I still don't like the fact that I saw his dick.
Wait, how'd you see that?
You didn't see that fucking picture a couple years ago that went around of like him right after a spray tan, butt ass naked?
No.
Yeah, it was there, just all shriveled up and there.
I never seen this picture.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
I don't need to, but I'm surprised. Like, it's not like I'm never on Twitter or like where'd you see it at?
I don't even remember. I just know it went around. You know, it was one of those viral situations. You know, just this big fucking orange lump.
It must have looked like a toad from Super Mario Kart.
You know, you're not wrong. You're not entirely wrong about
that. Well, Gopher, I've been so busy, I didn't make a format at all for this. Was there anything else that we should talk about?
Well, we talk about wrestling, we talk about politics, we talk about video games. We have the viewer mail segment. Let me see. You did mention a couple things a few days ago. Where the fuck? Where did you post it? Here we go. Okay, so you mentioned Elon Musk and his video games in cars.
Okay. Let's make the final segment us talking shit about Elon Musk.
Okay, because that was the only other thing that listed there that we didn't already talk about. I bet his name is right. He's musky. It smells bad.
I bet. I mean, like, dude, did you see the thing where
No, I never saw that
people?
film.
Yeah. All right. So what happened was like Elon Musk got this brilliant idea of well, Las Vegas has a problem.
Okay.
There's a lot of traffic and a lot of traffic jams. So Elon Musk had this brilliant, galaxy brain idea of putting more roads underground. You know, not build a subway like normal, like something like Seattle might do. Like, you know, oh, there's a lot of people that need to get places. Why don't we just put a train underground? No, what he did was he convinced the city of Las Vegas to put underground roads for cars that has gamer lights, and now there's traffic jams in the tunnels. Doesn't that sound exciting?
I just want to know, why does Elon Musk have enough influence to get a whole city to do the thing he suggested?
Because his parents are rich.
It's just,
I used to think like
Oh,
being a
city.
genius. You know, no, isn't it amazing that this happened?
I don't know if amazing is the word I would use.
I mean, amazingly stupid. I would say that.
Yeah, you know, astounding, I would say.
How like so he has a stupid idea, and someone else thought, yeah, that's brilliant. We're gonna spend money to do that and waste everyone's time.
Yeah, because fucking Elon Musk was like, you know, me and my child, fucking weird noise that isn't a name. We think this is a good idea.
I mean,
His
it's
kid
so
has a weird
ridiculous.
name.
It's so ridiculous. What a waste of time, money. Like, did we talk about? Yeah, we talked about the dick measuring contest in space.
Yeah, the good old space
So-
dick measuring contest.
So not only let Tesla decided to put video games in their cars so that you can play video games while you drive. Isn't that fantastic?
Shouldn't you be like looking at the road?
That's boring. I mean, we're in the 21st century. I mean, it's beyond stupid. Like, how can like anyone think this guy's a genius at all?
It's just, you know, he's rich. He has smart people do stuff that he tells them to do. He comes up with an idea and he's like, all right, all you people who are smart, figure out a way to make this a thing. And then people
And
are
you know,
like,
he probably
that's
does
him.
have like some great engineers working for him, but
Yeah, but like
dog,
people
damn, like,
people think that like he is the one engineering all this shit. He just fucking gets high and has an idea and he's like, do it, make this.
yeah, there we go. And like sometimes they're really like these smart people have to make these really terrible things for them, like cars without windows, so you or no, the backup mirrors. Like they don't have mirrors for you to like look, which is illegal, and like electric trucks that can't even carry what like a normal truck could, or like high speed bullets that could fly out of their tubes and destroy things. Like it's ridiculous.
It really is just like the kind of shit that you would like somebody would just get high and just think on the spot. But then he like has a shit ton of money, so he has people actually make them.
Yeah. And you know, I used to think he was a genius, and being a genius doesn't mean you know everything. Being a genius means you're so into something, you're better at it than everyone else. Like Magnus Carlsen, he's the chess world champion. I would say he's a chess genius. That doesn't mean I'd have him run the country. I thought Elon was like a programming genius because he you know, he started out with like what was it, PayPal or something? But I was told by a coworker, I don't know what, like I don't really care enough about Elon to look into this. I guess I could, but he told me Elon didn't even make PayPal; he bought it.
Yeah, that's right.
So I was even wrong about him being a programming genius.
Yeah, he's just a dude whose parents were rich, and now he's rich, and he uses his rich money to get more money by having other people make stuff on his behalf.
And he plays into the propaganda that he's some kind of genius. Like
Yeah.
he got himself into the, what was it, Iron Man 2, where he's like being complimented by Robert Downey Jr. I mean,
Yeah.
what's that tell you? He has to like it's propaganda that says like, oh yeah, look at this genius guy. Like, it's so stupid.
Yeah. He's why would you name your kid that? Just give him an actual name.
Elon, I guess
no, not Elon. I mean, yeah, Elon's kid. Right? Like, let me see. What is the fucking?
Shoot! I don't even remember.
Let's see.
What's
It's okay. So it's X, and then it's that little thing that's like an A that like merges with an E, which I don't know how that's meant to be pronounced.
Why do you do that to your child?
Just like he has 5 fucking other kids. Jesus, this is his 6th kid. What the fuck is the fucking?
I mean, he could pay for them. He could afford that.
The other ones have at least normal names ish. We got one of them's name is fucking Nevada for some reason. But then he has Xavier, Griffin, Damien, Saxon, and Kai. Which, not that bad. But then this one's just... How do you even say this? How do you pronounce the fucking AE thing? I don't...
Elon. Oh, did you also see,
And then it's A12 as well. It's X and then the little AE merge thing and then A-12. Like A- Roman numeral for 12, XII.
So, do you know Elon's bright idea for travel is? Well, I guess all his ideas are for travel. I'll just say it. So his idea to replace planes is international rocket flight.
That no, don't do that.
It's probably even more dangerous than you really think it is.
And I already think it's really dangerous.
And it's not even environmentally friendly. Like doing a flight with one of these rockets compared to what we have now is 1,000 times more. It puts 1,000 times more tons of carbon into the atmosphere, or something like that.
It's like, what do you even get out of this? Like a little bit quicker of a fucking flight? Is that?
It's not it'll be the same speed as the Concorde.
So what's
something that's already been invented, exists, and has been proven to can be done, but wasn't profitable. And Boeing is trying to do something like the Concorde. Was it a plane that could go faster than the speed of sound or whatever? Like that's what the Concorde was, and now Boeing's gonna make that. So Boeing's gonna make a jet that is feasible, that can be done. Like, yeah, you could build a rocket, but like Boeing's gonna make a jet that's faster than it.
Why?
Elon, what are you doing?
Where do people need to go? Where do people need to go so fucking fast that they need to do this?
It's not even super fast. Like, you can't launch rockets from your city.
Yeah.
You're gonna have damage to windows, buildings. So even he asks whoever SpaceX or whoever's doing this, they said like there's gonna be launch pads 20 miles from any city in the ocean where it's not gonna hurt anyone. So you have to boat people with all the logistics. It's just like you're only saving a couple hours compared to what we have now with the flights.
Also, really quickly, because you mentioned SpaceX, which reminds me, just something I want to remind everyone else of. What was the fucking Donald Trump's fucking Space Marines fucking
Space Force?
Space Force. I just want to remind everybody that that's a thing that happened. Donald Trump made Donald Trump made a fucking Space Force. I feel like that's not acknowledged enough that was a thing that happened. That Space Force existed.
There's so much stupid stuff with what happened during that era that it's hard to like remember it all, think about it.
Some of it fucking, and then like something that's not even like not Donald Trump's fault, it's not Elon Musk, it's just a random thing that happened. But that fucking period where there were just like people dressed as clowns chasing everyone? Like that was just a thing that was happening for no reason?
I mean, that was a good time. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just so random. Like, just for no reason, there's people just dressed as clowns chasing everyone.
Wasn't the movie It coming out? And wasn't Joker, like,
maybe
coming out? Or
hold on. Clowns chasing people. When was this from? It was only 2019. Holy shit.
Yeah, see, so Joker must have been out and It must have been out.
Oh, wait, no, it was 2016. Right?
Oh.
2016, let's see.
Well, Donald Trump was becoming president. So
the Great Clown Panic of 2016.
Oh, man, what a great time in history. That's probably going to be the peak of human history, is the Great Clown Panic.
It's just...
See, it's the peak, because 2016 was where everything went downhill. Matt Hardy became broken.
And that is the big defining issue with 2016. Matt Hardy became broken.
I mean, that's or like, see, so clowns chasing people was the peak, and then Matt Hardy, but that broke Matt Hardy, so that led to the downfall of humanity.
Yeah, there you go. That's the official ruling here. Clowns happened. Matt Hardy became broken as a result. That led to Donald Trump becoming elected, and now NFTs exist. You could blame clowns on NFTs.
Yes,
or the other way around. You can blame NFTs on clowns. Is the way I meant to word that.
Anyway, we don't care. We don't care what gender you identify as, how you say that sentence.
What?
What?
What are we?
Are you gonna disagree?
No, but like,
is that what this is? Is this our clip moment?
Just where did that come from? Talk about clowns and NFTs, and suddenly you just... I don't care what gender person identifies as, but pronouns, but like, what? Where did that come from?
Do you have a problem with it, Gopher? Do you disagree?
I don't know, but like, I just trying to figure out where exactly that got into the conversation at.
A long time ago. I mean, this whole show was building up to it. You just could not follow the thread.
Apparently not. Apparently, I did not pay enough attention. I have my me and Brandon's pronouns in the Gopher and Tuk bio on Twitter.
I don't have my pronouns. Not that I don't think anyone shouldn't do that. It's just, I don't care. Like, if someone misgenders me.
I don't either. But I know that like some people worry about doing that, so I put it there because they know.
Yeah, it's not a thing where I think it's okay to say, Gopher, you're such a attack helicopter. No, it's like I'm a male, a man, he, him, but if someone wants to be dumb or someone genuinely makes a mistake, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah. So there you have it, everybody. NFTs suck.
Yeah, NFTs suck. Like, why would you buy an NFT? Like,
why would you buy an NFT when you can instead buy Gopher and Tuk merch available now?
I get what they're thinking, but like, what's the difference between having a picture of Gopher and having on your computer and having a picture of Gopher and it's an NFT? Like, what's the difference?
I just realized I never put the On Top of the World merch on the store yet. I gotta do that.
Well, we gotta become popular first. So that's what we're doing.
Gotta become popular.
Yeah, then we can then we can move merchandise.
You know what? I'm putting the merch on there right now, right after this.
Then we start the cult.
Yes.
We sell the book. We do the video game. And that's how we take over the world.
We're gonna take over the world. It's happening. And
we're on top of the world.
You can buy your On Top of the World merch right now at gopherandtuk.gov. That's not the link, but Gopher Tuk merch store, Stream Elements. It's somewhere.
Soon enough it'll be gopherandtuk.gov.
Yes. The link is in the description of the YouTube video. I don't know if this is going up anywhere else because I don't know if the last one did. But, yeah.
We're gonna be like Ring of Honor. We're gonna find new networks all the time. Until like you could get the show in the fillings on in your teeth.
Yes, that's where we need it. People got to be able to chew on top of the world.
Yeah, we'll just like beam our voices into your head. And how many people do you think would be driven crazy by that?
Most of them. Most of the people that it happened to would be driven crazy. Some people, like if it happened to Kitty, like that would just be like a normal day.
Actually, now that I think about it, like most people don't speak English, so imagine like they're listening to this and they're being forced to do so. It's like, well, what is all this noise? That's what we need. We need someone to like dub this show in Mandarin and publish it in China.
Yes.
Yeah. Just for the maximum audience we can get.
If we have any listeners who speak Mandarin, now's your chance. Now's your chance to step up.
Yeah, step up. Let's get this done.
Yeah, step up, fucking Mark, or whatever I called Abdul earlier. Whatever I said was his real name now. You know Mandarin, probably.
Yeah.
You and your not real name.
Yeah. Alright, so he's Gopher, just Gopher, not Giggity Gopher anymore. The artist formerly known as Giggity Gopher.
Yes, and now just known as Gopher, or Justin, because, that's on the podcast title.
Yeah, he's Justin, and he does the streams, he does the YouTube. Check out Gopher and Tuck. I'm Joshua Hadley, co-chair of the Green Party of Alaska. We haven't done meetings yet. I mean, it's been the holidays, but we've got to get back on track. So if you want to get a hold of us, we have a Facebook group, Green Party of Alaska. You can look it up. We have a Twitter account, @Party of Alaska. We also have a Twitter account for the podcast itself and for us. I'm at Josh J. Hadley. He's at Gopher and Tuck. The podcast one, which is going to have all the memes, is at Top of World Pod. And yeah, that's been the show, everyone.
Yeah, we'll see you again next week, next Saturday.
Or if someone hasn't assassinated us to end the show yet.
Yeah, which that's always a very real possibility every time.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.